Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. In this video, I'll be going through the solution to exercise 1.16 from the C programming language textbook by Brian Kernighan and Dennis Ritchie. Now, exercise 1.16 says to revise the longest line program so it will correctly print the length of arbitrarily long input lines and as much as possible of the text. So suppose that we have this function here, which I have copied out from the book. The only difference is that I've renamed the Getline function to myGetline, simply because Getline is already defined in this header file. And suppose that our maximum line length is 1000. Now we want myGetline to return the length of the line, even if it's greater than 1000. So suppose we input a line length of 2000, we still want this function to return an integer 2000, but we only want 1000 elements to be here, the first 1000 elements of or characters of the line. So this is the current implementation of the myGetline function. Notice here we keep on reading until I is less than the limit -1. We go -1 and not up to the limit because we want to save the last element in the string or the array for this null character that we do need. We also keep on reading until we hit an end of file or a new line character. Now what we want is a way to check if our line is greater than this limit -1 or greater than the maximum limit. So I'm going to use an integer called length and I'm going to initialize it to 0. And this is going to be my new return value. So here I should also increment length. Likewise, here, I should also increment length. Now here we check if the last character we read in was a new line. That is to say, we are checking what caused this condition or this for loop to break. If it was a new line, then we must be within the bounds of the maximum line length, and we can do the following. However, what if our for loop broke because our line was too long? How can we check this? Well, we'll use an else if statement. And all we have to do is take the negation of the above condition. That is the negation of I less than limit +1, which is I greater than or equal to limit +1. Now, if this is true, we should keep on reading the line. That is to say that our line is greater than the maximum line length, so just keep on reading and incrementing length. So I'm going to initialize or declare a new integer j, and I'm going to read into j using getchar. And I'm going to keep on doing this while we don't have an end of file and while we don't have a new line character. And while this is happening, let us increment length. Now, we should also check if the above while loop, this loop here, broke because we hit a new line. So if j equals a new line, then we should again increment the length, and that's because we count that new line character as an actual character. Now notice that we do not write anything in this loop. We do not write anything to the array s because we are past its bounds. So we just want to increment length. And finally, we should return length. Now I'm going to change the max line to be 10 just because it would be really tedious to put in a line length greater than 1000. And here I'm going to print the line lengths. Line length is, and the line is, okay. Now let's compile this. No errors, and let's run it. So our maximum line length is 10. Let's just try the standard case hello. Line length is 6. Notice that it counts the new line character and it prints it out. Cool. How about hello, this is a test? Well, that's 5, 6, 10, 11, 13, 14, 15, 16, 20, and then we have a new line character 21. So this is correct. And here we have only printed the first, let's see, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then we have the \0, 10. Nice. So that works pretty well. Let's just hit enter. And let's do one more really long line, but we'll make it unique in that it doesn't start with hello. So please subscribe to my YouTube channel if you like my content. Now, when I hit Control D, this line should be printed out as the longest line. Yep. Here it is, right here, the beginning of the line. Now that will be all for this video. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you all in the next one.